Hello, Jennifer. Sean and Danny here. We're going to show you how to put the vinyl on the shoe, so you kind of get an idea of what we're talking about there. And I'm going to transition over to the shoe and turn it over to Sean.
Hi, Jen. This is Sean. We feel ridiculous, but here we go. I'm going to show you how to put the Snoopy vinyl on the red chucks. As you can see, I've stuffed it with rags. You could use a towel. Just got to stuff it with something. Then you wipe it down, which I've already done, so I'm not going to show you that. And then I think lint rolling is a good idea, just in case there's something fuzzy on there. Fuzzy is your enemy. There we go. So what you're gonna get in an envelope, maybe, if I get around to that, is this. This is your vinyl Snoopy. It comes in 3 layers, possibly 4. What you have to do is separate the layers. There's a clear plastic sheet on top of the vinyl, so that's what we're going to be separating. So you have to start with your black layer. Woodstock just went for a tumble, but I'll find him later. So you want just all black layer. It's going to go on the side of your shoe, wherever you choose to put it. I don't know, like right about there, I'm thinking. This one I'm a little bit nervous about what's going to happen to that floppy ear. You see that floppy ear there? It may or may not stick to the sole of the shoe. That's what the picture shows, but I'm not convinced. So what I'm gonna do is, using my regular old iron, because I don't have one of those fancy mini ones that they're gonna show you in the tutorials. I have this 30-year-old iron. I'm gonna put it on just to heat up the shoe first. So I'm just gonna put it on a couple seconds to get it warm. And then I'm gonna lay this black layer right about here, I think. Just like that. Then I'm going to also send you a sheet of Teflon paper. That's this gold colored stuff. Now Dan's gonna have to hold the camera overhead a little bit, I think. No, just hold the camera overhead a little bit. So we put the Teflon over top like this, kind of hold it in place with the other hand so you can get the iron on where Snoopy is. Apply a little bit of pressure. I think the instructions say about 15 seconds. Since we're doing multiple layers, it doesn't have to be exactly 15 seconds because it'll be getting reheated again. Okay, so now I'm going to move it over and I'm going to attempt to do the sole. This may just melt the Teflon to the shoe. I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. You'll find out along with me here. Okay, let's see how that went. Pretty good. It's not exactly stuck, but it also didn't melt the iron to the shoe. So now we have to let this cool. So see, the plastic cover sheet is still on the black vinyl. We have to leave that till it cools. So we'll take a couple minute break here and we'll come back.
You're on.
Okay, we're back. It's cooled. So we're going to attempt to peel off the clear sheet. So you just take it by a corner and kind of slowly peel it. If it comes up, that probably means it needed more time, but like I said, we're doing more layers, so it'll probably get pressed down in the next layer. So there, that's the first layer done. Can you see that?
Yep.
And it stuck to the shoe pretty good, didn't melt the rubber sole, so that's positive. So we go back over to our vinyl, take the next layer, which is just the white Snoopy, and we lay it right on top of the black, kind of line it up so it's got an even border all the way around it. Press it into place. The clear cover sheet or I think carrier sheet is what they call it, is a little bit sticky, so it helps to hold it in place. Then the Teflon sheet goes over top of it again, like so. Put the iron in place, give it a little bit of pressure, and we hold it for 15 seconds again, and then we let it cool for a couple of minutes, so we'll come back for the next layer. Okay, we're back. The white layer is fairly cool. It maybe could use another minute, but we'll give it a try. I guess I should mention too that I'll send a sheet of instructions with this. I have my iron set on the wool setting because I don't have temperatures on my iron. I don't know what temperature's what, and it gives you the degrees of temperature to use. So anyway, let's attempt peeling the white. There we go, it's looking pretty good. And then the last one that we will put on is the little yellow woodstock, unless I drop him again. And he will overlap here on top of the black woodstock. The layers don't line up exactly, but I think it's close enough that when people look at your feet, they'll know what they're looking at. And we put the Teflon on it again. And we're gonna put the iron back on it. And now it's okay if the iron goes over the layers that are already done, because the Teflon is what protects the vinyl from sticking to the iron. So it's perfectly fine if the iron covers the stuff we've already done. And I wasn't counting because I was talking and I can't do both, but we're leaving this for about 15 seconds. And another thing I've learned, if you take it off and you start to peel the carrier sheet off and the vinyl is peeling with it, just put it back on and put the iron back on it for, you know, a few more seconds and just keep trying it. Okay, so we're back for the last carrier sheet removal. Grab a corner, peel it off, everything seems good. So what I usually do at this point is just feel around, make sure all of the edges seem to be sticking, because if they're not, you can still put the Teflon sheet back on. Give it another press, maybe a little more pressure. Make sure you get into the crease here. Maybe a little extra on the ear because it doesn't seem to melt the iron to the shoe. And that's it, you're done. You have wonderful designer shoes for mere pennies. Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.